Let me ask you something simple. If drugs are destroying lives, if everyone agrees they are dangerous, then why are millions of people still going back to them? Not just once, not just accidentally, again, and again, and again. Not just in one country, not just one group, everywhere. Something doesn't add up. Fellow concerned humans, welcome back. Today we're talking about something people usually argue about in comment sections like it's a sport. The war on drugs. Maybe the better question is, are we actually fighting drugs, or are we fighting humans? Or, maybe the real question is not, how do we stop drugs? Maybe it's, why does reality feel so unbearable for some people that escape starts looking like relief? Because honestly, the more you look at it, the less it looks like a simple, good versus bad, story. It starts to look human. Painfully human. Let's go to the source. According to the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, over 296 million people globally have used drugs in recent years. That's not a small crisis. That's a global pattern, and governments have been fighting this for decades. Arrests, campaigns, prison sentences, anti-drug slogans like, "Just say no." But here's the uncomfortable truth. People didn't just say no. And the problem didn't just disappear. So the question quietly grows louder. What are we actually missing? Now look around modern life. The modern world is more connected than ever. We have smartphones, artificial intelligence, wellness influencers, productivity apps, therapy podcasts, meditation videos, and motivational quotes floating around social media every 7 seconds. Comfort and ease is available like no other generation. Yet, we talk about emotional issues like loneliness, burnout, anxiety, pressure to always look okay online even when you're not okay offline. It's like everyone is smiling in public and silently crashing in private. It is almost darkly humorous. Humanity invented machines capable of landing on the moon, but many people still cannot survive a quiet night alone with their thoughts. So here's the question nobody likes to answer directly. Are people getting high because they are bad? Or because they are tired? Tired of thinking? Tired of feeling? Tired of being human? Let's go deeper. And let's be real for a second. Many substances originated from plants. Others were developed by scientists and prescribed by doctors for decades. Most were created because they served a purpose: relieving pain, calming anxiety, aiding sleep, reducing suffering. Also, it's a well-known fact that humans have been using mind-altering plants for thousands of years. Whether for healing, rituals, celebration, or recreation. Why does it feel like we're facing a drug crisis now? Are today's humans less disciplined than our ancestors? Less resilient? More irresponsible? Really, let's ask ourselves. What changed? Did the drugs change? Or is something else happening beneath the surface? Even modern psychology touches this idea. Carl Jung once said, "People will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own souls." And honestly, that hits differently in 2026. Humans have always sought relief. From pain, from pressure, from silence, from thoughts they don't know how to sit with. Perhaps the real mystery isn't why people seek relief. The mystery is why so many people seem to need relief so often. Why are increasing numbers of people struggling with stress, loneliness, trauma, uncertainty, chronic pain, and emotional exhaustion? Why does just taking the edge off resonate with so many people? Food for thought. Don't rush to answer yet. Now, let's talk about real-world solutions. Some experts argue legalization reduces crime and treats addiction as a health issue rather than a moral failure. Others fear legalization could normalize dangerous behavior and create even deeper public health crises. And honestly, both sides have evidence. Some countries tried a different approach. For example, Portugal moved away from punishment-heavy policies and focused more on treatment and health-based support. Some reports show reductions in certain harms and overdoses over time. So now we are stuck in a painfully complicated global debate. Prevention versus punishment, legalization versus prohibition, freedom versus safety, health versus control, and nobody fully agrees. Because honestly, both sides have valid points. So here's where it gets uncomfortable. If millions of people are trying to escape reality, maybe the real question is not, how do we stop them? But, what kind of reality are we all building, that so many people want to leave in the first place? And, should society punish people for trying to escape? Because if we don't answer that, we might keep fighting the same war, without ever realizing who, or what, the war is really against. Just sit with that for a bit. And maybe, start a different kind of conversation. If the story isn't about weak humans, maybe it's about human beings responding, sometimes wisely, sometimes unwisely, to pressures that are difficult to endure. But don't blame it on technological advancement. Maybe, humans have always been this way. The difference is that now we can finally see it clearly. So what do you really think is going on here? Are humans losing self-control? Are we collectively allergic to reality? Are we being mind-controlled by aliens? Are demons farming emotional energy like it's a renewable resource? Honestly, your guess is as good as mine. Who knows? All we know is, something is definitely pressing buttons. Anyway, kindly like, and share. Say something in the comments. But, discuss politely. Subscribe to Illusionist Investigator, where we don't just accept reality. We investigate it. Thank you for watching. Until the next truth begins to unravel. Still investigating. Still intrigued. The Illusionist Investigator.